On this week's episode of Stormwatch, we focus on the culinary arts. We travel to the Oak Creek campus to see what their culinary program is slicing up. We'll also go to the downtown campus and see what these students are serving up at the 6th floor dining room.
I love Milwaukee.
And we catch up with chef and MATC alumni Mike Engel at his restaurant Pastiche. All this and more on Stormwatch.
Hello and welcome to Stormwatch. I'm your host, Matt Meyer. Chef Barton is a culinary instructor here at MATC and is with us today as we explore the delicious and wonderful world of culinary arts. Chef Barton, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing here at MATC?
Thanks, Matt. I began my career about 45 years ago in my folks' restaurant and grade school and been cooking ever since. I teach the Culinary Arts 1 and 2 courses, the Foundational Skills class. This semester I'm teaching the Specialty Foods course, which the students cook for our dining room called Cuisine. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit.
Sounds interesting. Now MATC has a lot to offer within the culinary arts and so many specialities of expertise and divisions. The pre-college culinary arts is a great way to get your feet wet and learn a little bit more about entering the Associate's Culinary Arts program.
School of Pre-College Culinary Arts. We have what you're seeing behind me is the FSET RISE Culinary Arts program, which is students that come in here. They take a 8-week class, beginning class on culinary arts. It's an exploratory class where they can articulate or transfer it into the college or go out into the local Milwaukee industry and get a job, an entry-level job in culinary arts. These students can articulate into the Culinary Arts program, the 2-year associate degree, the 1-year culinary certificate, the hotel hospitality management, baking or pastry arts program here at MATC, or they can obtain a entry-level position in the local industry in the culinary field, hotel, restaurant, hospitality field in Metro Milwaukee.
As a student, I've learned a lot of things as far as like cooking terminologies, how to do things like baking. I'm not that good at baking, but I'm getting better.
Chef Paul, he's giving me extra work for my recipes and helping me out and getting me ready for a real college experience.
They come in, they learn basic culinary terminology, food safety and sanitation. I also have an academic instructor here as well that teaches on communication skills, math skills, English skills, recipe, understanding recipes, that type of thing. So basically, we have small class sizes, hands-on instruction, working individually with the student, not large class sizes, less academic, more hands-on, more industry-like, what they will find on the job.
Well, actually, I'm going to enroll here at MATC and further my education in the culinary experience. I want to become an executive chef, and Chef Paul's helping me with the pre-college program. I'm getting credits to start towards my associates in chefing, and my experience here is great.
My ultimate goal is to go for my associate's degree and hopefully opening my own business. I'm interested in, I like the way food puts a smile on people's face, it inspires me. I want to make people happy, and people love good food.
It helps you get ready for your real college experience. It'll help you with the work, it'll help you with the cooking skills, and so on and so forth. It's a really nice program for people who want to get into the culinary field.
The pre-college Culinary Arts program is a great stepping stone into the associate's program, or even landing a promising career. With that being said, we do have a new state-of-the-art culinary facility at our South Campus in Oak Creek.
Totally agree with you. It just so happens we have a live feed where student producer James Gale is with Dr. Richard Busalaki at the South Campus with their new culinary facility. Take it away, James.
Thanks, Matt. I'm James Gale. I'm here with Dr. Richard Busalaki here deep within the depths of the Oak Creek campus. We're here to introduce the new Culinary Arts facility. Richard, tell us a little bit about what you do here for MATC.
I'm the Associate Dean of the School of Media and Creative Arts and the Hospitality Programs in the School of Business.
Thanks, Richard. Now, why do you think this Culinary Arts facility will be a benefit to students?
The facility is a brand new facility, state-of-the-art culinary facility that will allow the students to practice in the industry what they can do in the labs. In addition, this facility will allow the students at the Oak Creek campus to do all of the catering functions on campus. They will be serving food to faculty, staff, and students every day of the week, as well as preparing a lot of the food and product that goes to the Stormer Cafe.
Terrific. Why do you think all this high-tech, state-of-the-art equipment is a benefit to the students here at MATC?
The equipment's a benefit to the students because they'll be able to use here what they do in the industry. This state-of-the-art facility will allow the students to get some hands-on practical experience that they could only get here without being in the industry.
Very, very true. Now, Richard, it seems to me that we have a package. Our producer, Paul Cotter, took a look around the facilities, and we'd just like to thank you so much for joining us here today, and we're going to take a look at these new facilities.
Great, thanks again.
Thank you, Richard. Back to you.
Outside at MATC's beautiful Oak Creek campus, the world is calm and serene. But on the inside, things are really cooking. And it's all due to this brand new state-of-the-art culinary facility located at the South Campus. For instructor Tom Serwillo, it's a dream come true.
This facility was completed about the middle of August, and it had been under construction for the whole summer, and with the expectation of getting classes in here beginning of the fall semester. I believe the cost of this facility was right around $1.5 million, and fortunately the school has thought enough of this program to make this sort of investment.
Students here in the program are also very excited about working in this professional learning environment.
I love working here at the Oak Creek campus. It's kind of a homey feeling. Everybody's here is nice, and we all work together as a team. And on top of that, we get to serve the public, and we cook with love all the time.
And the chefs are, very good teachers, and they do a great job of showing us, what we need to do, and then putting us in situations that we can practice what we learn every day in class.
Adam Gingrich also teaches at Oak Creek.
We have a variety of different equipment in the kitchen, from ranges to tilt braziers, steam kettles, deep fryers, roasters, and warming ovens.
Adam knows that working with top-of-the-line equipment now will make a big difference later when these students go out looking for their first jobs.
These students will have experience on all this equipment by the time they leave the program, and this will help them in their jobs because it's the same equipment that is out there in the industry. We have Vulcan, which is a well-known brand that makes ranges, Cleveland steam equipment, and also Alto Sham cook and hold ovens. Starting in the spring semester, we will offer food for sale, hopefully 3 days a week for lunch for the students, faculty, and staff here at the Oak Creek campus.
There was a culinary presence prior to the new lab being built, and the people were a little bit disappointed when that went away. So fortunately, there's almost like a pent-up demand for what we're doing now. So because of the high profile of the culinary program, we've certainly had a lot of people encourage us and express to us their joy at us being back.
Every year around this time, in the midst of the holiday season, there's one question on every cook's mind. How does one make that perfect holiday turkey?
The perfect turkey, I believe brining is a successful component of that. And that's essentially taking white meats, either pork or poultry, and soaking them in a saltwater solution. And what that does is during the cooking process, it allows the meat to stay moist and tender and not tough and dried out.
From all of us here at Stormwatch, have a happy holiday season.
It does my heart good seeing so many hardworking chefs with a common goal. MATC has taken great pride in the culinary arts, but did you know that MATC offers a full gourmet dining room? It's an excellent opportunity for students to receive real-world experience in a functioning restaurant while offering a great value to their customers. How about a look inside exactly what's going on in our gourmet dining room?
There's a place at MATC where students gain real-world experience and present their food in the Gourmet Cuisine dining room.
Here today, this is a plated dessert class, and what we do is we make a series of components for a dessert, such as an ice cream, maybe some whipped cream, a piece of cake. We put them together on a plate and we assemble them, and then we carry these items up to the cuisine, which is our in-school dining room that's open to the public and the community, and it's also open to students and faculty. And there, our desserts are received by them and actually served in the restaurant as their desserts for the meal.
We provide a fine dining experience. You come in, you can order as if you were at a regular public restaurant, and you sit down, you can have a full experience of eating lunch with a fine dining atmosphere. With this being a school and all, it's a learning experience for everyone, so we offer great deals just to draw people in, so that way we can get the experience and they can get the benefit of having great food.
Right now we are working on plated desserts, so basically like restaurant style desserts and hotel and whatnot. I love tasting everything, especially with the whole texture, with how you have to play with the textures on different desserts. It's really fun to basically just literally play with your food.
Yeah, everything, any good chef will taste everything that is prepared, especially if something is plated and it's going to a customer, you absolutely must taste it before it goes out. The feedback we receive from the students, faculty, administration here from the desserts that we make is excellent. They absolutely love the fact that they're eating desserts that were made in-house by either a fellow student or just being essentially homemade in-house. They really love that.
I feel that it's beneficial for the faculty and the students because you can only go so far with the experience. You have to have the paperwork to back up your experience as well. You have to be well-rounded in the paperwork side and as far as the hands-on experience as well. So it's able to let you stay up to the newest equipment that's out, to the newest computer that's out. So I think it keeps you well-rounded and it really gives you a chance to learn.
I'll tell you, by doing this gives the students an opportunity to learn, to get real-life experience in what, if you were working in, say, a restaurant or a hotel and creating plated desserts, they create the exact similar style and type of desserts that will be served in a fine dining or a very nice restaurant.
Now, with me being in a dining room and actually serving the tables, it gives me a great feel for the front of the house as well as the back of the house. So I would say being out in the front of the house and dealing with the public and serving the food is actually most challenging for me right now, but you learn, and that's why we're here.
And once they realize just how beautiful that their dessert looks, because not only do they make the dessert, then they will then take a picture of it, include it in their portfolio, and of course after that, and then eat it. So it's sort of a win-win. If it looks beautiful, they're thrilled, then they get a photo and they get to taste it. So it's a really exciting part for me to see the happiness in the students' eyes.
Ooh, that looks good. The Gourmet Dining Room is open Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 11:15 a.m. and is located in room M628. To place reservations, you can call them at 414-297-6697. Further information, go to matc.edu/cuisine. And now for something completely different, let's check out what fellow Stormer Mike Engel.
Located in Bayview on Rusk Avenue, Pastiche Bistro and Wine Bar is a small neighborhood restaurant ran by MATC alumni Mike Engel.
Well, I love Milwaukee. It's the best place to be. It really is. You know, I've lived in different places, worked in different places, and I keep coming back home just because it's such a unique and vibrant city. You know, we've got so many different ethnic things going on here, different groups of people that all actually live together, work together really well, enjoy each other's cultures and cuisines, and there's a lot of festivals, and it's a very community-based city where the people that live there support the community businesses, much more so than you see in some other cities. So Milwaukee's just a really cool place to be. Well, I found over time that people like good-sized portions, for one thing, and that's something we definitely take into consideration. They like hearty food, and even though there's a lot of people in Milwaukee who enjoy more cutting-edge and contemporary food, there's always a niche here for the basics, and that's where I wanted to go. You know, because my love is French country cooking, and it doesn't get much more basic than, you know, things like, you know, braised dishes and just good food, you know, simple food. It's my restaurant, and it's primarily a food and wine. You know, part of what makes us us is the marriage of food and wine that we have here. It's not like a lot of other restaurants. And so I personally pay a lot of attention to the wine selections. And so almost on a daily basis, I meet with wine vendors. They bring me wines to sample. I taste them. If I like them, I buy them and I work them into the program here. Some of them I don't like, and then they bring me something else next time. We're also opening a store upstairs, a wine store. And so right now it's even more intense because everybody's scrambling to get placements on the shelves up there. So that's almost a daily routine. You know, about this time of the day, one or two of the wine people will roll in. We'll sit down, taste, sample. It's a hard job, but somebody's got to do it. You know, whether they're a student or not, anybody who's at that point in their career, the only real important advice that I can give them: find the best chef that you can work for, and work for that chef for whatever they can pay you, if they even can pay you. You know, just find that guy, find that lady, you know, work for them, do a good job. Because if you do a good job for them, they're gonna take a personal interest in your success.
Sounds interesting. Okay, student producer Justin Avery investigates some culinary vices here in the week's MATC Times. It's just some food for thought, which may make some of the lovely ladies cool their intake on some of their sweet, sweet drinks.
In the pantheon of culinary vices, sugar is number one. Often necessary, sugar has a tendency to pop up in some unexpected places, with some unintended consequences. Here at the downtown MATC campus, we saw that to be true. Did you know 2 or 3 sugary drinks a day can expand a woman's waistline? Researchers compared 4,000 college-age people over 5 years and found that women who drank 2 or more sugary drinks a day increased their chances of heart disease and diabetes. Also, those who had 2 or more sugary drinks were 4 times as likely to increase their triglycerides, or fat levels inside the blood. Researchers say women are at a higher risk of developing problems like heart disease from sugary drinks, primarily due to the fact that women require less calories than men. So monitor your sugar intake. Over the years, college-age women have increased their intake of sweet drinks drastically. Some could attribute that rising statistic to the ease at which those drinks are available to women. The sedentary lifestyle of a college student is also to blame. A full-time college student spends an average of 7 hours a day sitting down. Add 2 more hours onto that if they commute. Remember, when you check the label of a drink, divide the total grams of sugar per serving by 4, and that will tell you how many tablespoons of sugar are contained in the beverage.
The month of December finds the MATC Pastry Arts program baking up some fun, and with the thoughts of sugar plums and Jack Frost nipping at your nose. What better way to warm your spirits than to see the creativity of our own pastry chefs making their gingerbread houses.
The MATC Culinary program offers their students a cake decorating class. As the semester comes to a close, they're bringing down the house. The gingerbread house, that is.
My name is Deborah Saha. I'm a certified master baker and I teach the baking program. The students that are in my class right now are in their first year and they've been learning how to cake decorate, and since they started cake decorating, they're able now to enter a competition which we have for scholarships for them, making gingerbread houses.
Well, what we do is we first mix the dough. Everything we do is by scratch. And then we bake it and cut it into the pieces that we need. After cooling, we assemble them with royal icing.
We use royal icing. It's very strong icing, holds together pretty well, kind of like glue.
So they're taking their cake decorating knowledge and putting it to use.
Each student approached the project in their own unique way.
Well, our program is based upon creativity, so we give the students a foundation of how to make a project. From there, they design the plans and come up with their own theme.
My house is a zombie gingerbread house. It's kind of like zombies are taking over Christmas. Pretty awesome. I have zombie gingerbread men that are all gory. Some of them have like their heads cut off and some green goo. Got blood in the snow. I have some Kit Kats here, boarding up the windows, and then I use some Twizzlers for the barbed wire to keep the zombies out.
You know, we still do the basic brownies and cookies, but we're getting more into the showpiece end, which is what the industry is looking for.
In recent years, the project has evolved to bring the students' work to the eyes of the public.
Our students in the past made the houses, but only MATC community saw them. So we had a chance to take our students' work pieces over to the Milwaukee Public Market. They actually have a place where we line all the houses up, they go up for silent auction, and the money that's received from that silent auction actually gives scholarships out back to our students.
Students were enthusiastic, but the project wasn't without its challenges.
Well, my house was going to be Japanese inspired. After several weeks of working on it, I didn't like it, so I actually threw it away. And I started all over yesterday with a really simple new design, and I got the whole thing assembled and decorated in like one day, so I'm pretty pumped.
Making the gingerbread men stand up is probably the biggest challenge. I decided to just kind of let them lean a little, so sacrifice.
I love to see students grow. When they first come in, they're so meek and mild and quiet, and you're not really sure what path they're trying to take. They each learn and grow as they want to as a baker, and especially if they get more artistic, they're going to go a really long way in the industry.
Gingerbread has been one of my favorite things to eat during the holidays. The students built houses that will be at display at the Milwaukee Public Market from December 2nd until December 9th. Chef Barton, I would like to thank you so much for coming to host this delectable episode.
Pleasure to be here, Matt. Thank you. I'd like to say that our date for the 5-star event is on Thursday, April 19th, and we hope to see you there.
Well, very cool. I'm sure it'll be a night to remember. Well, that's all the time we have today on Stormwatch. If you'll excuse me, I'll be making my way up to the MATC bakery as this episode has simply left me hungry. I'm Matt Meyer, and thanks for watching Stormwatch.